get things started
on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, obligational. This is what we call the Baboon Show.
Hi, I'm Chris Darpino, and it's Animal House. We're down here in Georgia. We're here at the Wild Animal Safari, and we are going to be working with some amazing animals today. We're going to be working with a liger, we're going to be working with wolves, monkeys, even some cows, and a boa constrictor. We're going to be working with the chief animal handler here. Her name is Molly. She's inside, so let's go in and see what she has in store for us. I'm Chris Darpino. It's Animal House.
I'm Chris Darpino. We're here at the Animal Rescue League's Real Life Room, and I'm here with my pal Shadow. Shadow's been here at the Animal Rescue League for a little bit. He is a 12-year-old retriever mix. He's a very handsome guy, all dressed up for the holidays, as you can see. He's very friendly. Great with kids, great with other dogs, likes to go on walks. He's well-fed and very friendly, very soft, very cuddly, and he's looking for a great home. So if you're interested in my pal Shadow here at the Animal Rescue League, check out their website at the bottom of your screen and ask for my pal Shadow.
Sam the baboon. And how old is Sam?
Sam is about probably 3 or 4. He was actually donated about 2 years ago from us. A man had him as a pet.
Oh, wow.
So we recently got him. So if you want to...
Now, when you have an animal like Sam, because you said that he is a male, so he tends to be more aggressive, in this environment, would you spay or neuter?
We do not. If we had 2 males living together, we definitely would have to. They would not get along. He is alone at the moment. We're hoping to get a female for him, and we wouldn't have any problems, hopefully.
You just have more baboons.
Yeah, hopefully have some babies coming
Yeah,
out.
that sound good to you? Yeah, it does.
A lot of facial expressions to baboons are threatening. So when we smile and raise our eyes, it's actually a mean gesture. So
Could have told me that before I did it, but I guess there's one way. She was nicely pulling me out of the way from the grasp of Sam. This is why we're here.
be careful. But he is an olive baboon.
And what is an olive baboon?
He is. It's a type of baboon. He's olive because of his coloring. He actually has a brindle coloring, so he's olive and darker.
And where would he normally be found in the world?
He would be found in Africa. They like to stay mainly on rocky areas and steep slopes. That's why they do have the cushion on their bottom, the hairless red cushion. That's so when they're sleeping and moving around, it's more comfortable for them.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, he was once someone's pet.
Right.
He's here now.
Yes.
He does not get the human interaction he once did. Is that in the hopes that he'll revert back to more of a, I don't say wild, but giving him more of his natural environment?
It's actually more for our safety. Being a male, once he reached maturity, he got more aggressive. He is very strong. We actually give our baboons bowling balls to play with. So they'll throw around a 10-pound bowling ball like it's no big deal. So they are much stronger than they appear. So we don't actually go in with him for our safety because he could definitely do some damage. But we do lots of interactions through the fence, and he's great. He's very friendly. We've never had any problems with him.
He's got toenails and fingernails.
He does. Five on each.
Five on each, yeah.
He does have the opposable thumb, so as he takes the food from you, most guests say it's so human-like because they do have the same opposable thumb.
What are some of the medical concerns that you have with a baboon that you would look for in your day-to-day interaction, or something that he would be susceptible to that medically you'd be concerned about?
Baboons are actually so closely related to humans. A lot of the diseases we get, they can get. They can catch just about anything we have, and we can get anything from them. Okay. But day to day, we just check his appearance to make sure that he's not scratched, nothing happened over the night. And besides that, it's pretty good.
That's amazing. Now, what type of personality does he have? Now, you've worked with him a bit.
He is a little more timid than our other baboons than we have here, probably because he was raised in a home. So he does have that human interaction background where most of our other animals were not raised that way. So he's more calm, He is a little destructive. The biggest problem we have with him is he likes to tear down some of the parts of his enclosure. He likes to tear apart wood, and so we're constantly rebuilding and adding new things to keep him occupied so he doesn't destroy.
Now, is the destructive behavior boredom? Is it just part of his personality?
It's part of his personality. We don't have that problem with any of our other primates. Like I said, we do rotate items in his enclosure. He's got a hammock, a tire swing. He's got some toys laying on the ground that will move in and out around through the different enclosures. So to keep their interest peaked and to not let them get as bored.
Better than my apartment. Very interesting. What would he eat in the wild? What would his diet be? We see that we've got bananas here, we've got lettuce, sweet potatoes, of course.
Sweet potatoes.
What's the brown?
These are monkey biscuits.
Monkey. Where do you get a where do you get a monkey biscuit?
From a feed store. It's got different grains that are healthy, minerals and vitamins for monkeys.
Because I'm thinking if I saw a bunch of these on the ground, I would think they were a monkey biscuit, but something different.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of that, how do you clean his enclosure, the excrement, what have you? I mean, is it...
We have two different ways. If we're going to do a quick clean, he has two drains in the bottom, and we hose it out good. About once or twice a week, we will go in and do a good bleach job. And when we need to go in, he actually has a house in the back of his enclosure we call their night house. We can lock him inside, and that allows us access into his enclosure to get in and clean up and feed.
And he is somewhat gentle, though. I mean,
He is.
Despite the fact that...
To be a large male like he is, and I think that goes back to his being raised in a home before he came to us. But as you can see, he does have rather large canines. So it always is good to remember that even though he acts gentle, he can definitely...
What form of communication does he use with other ones? Does he vocalize? Do they do, I hate to be, chest thumping?
They do vocalize. They have a bark, and they also kind of make a ooh sound that they will do. They have visual.
What kind of sound?
You're gonna make me do it again.
Of course I am.
They go ooh. And they also do visual. Like I said, raising the eyebrows at each other, showing their teeth, yawning. That's also communication with them.
Does he show a preference towards some of the staff versus others, just like a human would? That
Of course. Those of us that spend the most time with him, he, has become more attached to and built a relationship with. And some that just pass by, he's still friendly with. And strangers, he was a little...
as you pulled me out of the way from, yeah.
So, but like I said, the monkeys are my favorite, so I tend to spend a lot of time. He actually gets 3 apples, 3 sweet potatoes, 2 carrots, 2 bananas, an orange, and some greens.
Okay.
So.
Is he a vegetarian by nature?
He is. They would eat insects in the wild. I do feed him. We actually, in our educational department, we have giant hissing Madagascar cockroaches. And as those pass on, I will give him the extra, and he likes to chomp on those. And he will catch a grasshopper or fly in his cage. He will pick the grass out here. And we do, every day, give them treats. Cereal, bread, honey, just to switch up, give them something new every day. Anything we can think of, popcorn, corn.
So he's got a pretty good life here.
He does.
And he doesn't have to pay rent.
No.
Can I give him a banana?
Yes, you can. Bananas are his favorite.
Good.
Did you hear he made a...
Yes, I did. Yeah.
That is a good noise that they will make.
I'm just not going to look at you because I just like the good noises.
Yeah,
So it's not a cliche about the bananas. I mean, they really do
They
like them.
really do.
Now, in the wild, do they peel it open or do they eat the skin and all?
It depends. We will give him bananas with the peel. Sometimes he eats them, sometimes he doesn't. Whatever he feels like that day. Okay, this is food for our miniature zebu and our deer. We feed them carrots, apples, oranges, and sweet potatoes, and then we have this cattle chow dust that we put on top, along with some sweet feed and deer feed.
And we're going to go in and feed them both,
We're going to feed them and we're going to clean. So we're going to go in with Moses. He sees us. He's ready for his food. He's making noise. We have Moses. He's a Swiss Charlotte baby. He's about 7 months old. He is very friendly. He also was hand-raised, so he's not afraid of people.
Or cameras.
And then we have Boo. She is a zebu.
A zebu.
A zebu.
Shovel and a trash can. Everything starts off well when you have a shovel and a trash can. You gonna come with me? Okay.
So you can go ahead and pour that in the feed trough. All right, so that's for Moses and Boo. So they're gonna go ahead, and then we'll walk over here. You can switch with me.
Okay.
And the deer, she gets pushed out by those two bigger cows.
Oh, she does, doesn't she? Oh, she got a little something.
Yeah, they're actually being a little nicer today.
Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Now, is she full grown?
She is full grown.
Okay. Her ears, she used that as her main source of sensing.
Yes. Very much.
And I see that her eyes are outward on the skull, so she's got pretty good peripheral vision.
Visual. Yep. And she is slobbering all over your foot.
Perfect.
All right, so you can just hand me that. And next, now that we fed them and they're a little occupied, we're going to have to clean in here. So that's what the trash can and the shovel are for. Right?
All right.
So,
is there a method or a trick to this?
no method whatsoever.
Get more in the bucket than you do on your shoe?
Yep.
Okay.
Go for the big piles. That's the best option.
All right. Now, does the sound when we do this bother them at all?
No.
Okay.
They actually kind of like it. Once they get done eating, they will come over and they'll be smelling you in the bucket to see what you're doing.
You know, this just looks easy.
That's not the most fun part of the job.
This is just part of the job, right?
It is part of the job.
I'm picking up cow poop in Georgia. It's got to be Animal Wild Safari, and this is my pal Rowdy's house. Rowdy is a black bear. He's a male, and we're in his enclosure with his two female friends that live here, and so we're going to learn all about Rowdy and more coming up right after this.
Hi folks, this is my pal Coco. Lives here at the Animal Rescue League. We're here in the real life room at the Animal Rescue League of Boston, just hanging out with Coco. Coco is a Dachshund mix, a little over 8 years old. Nice, quiet dog, friendly as can be, loves people, loves other dogs, loves children, relatively well house trained, likes to go on walks. So if you're looking for a great dog without all that puppy fuss, I hope you'll consider my friend Coco here, who's quite adventurous and also quite cute. Here at the Animal Rescue League, website's at the bottom of the screen. Give them a call and ask for Chris's friend Coco. Now back to me and my adventures in Georgia.
So the next place Molly's taking us is to go feed the black bears. I've got a big yellow bucket filled with lots of carrots and oranges, and so Molly's going to teach us all about the black bears, and we're going to head over now to their enclosure and feed them. So that's coming up.